It's all over, folks. We lost. Okay? 2020, we almost got into World War III. First day of 2020. Kobe Bryant died. Australia was lit on fire. And now everybody's dying of a legitimate pandemic. Okay? It's getting bad out there. The earth is on lockdown. We straight up we don't know where Kim Jong-un is. So that's something. And it's barely May. We're not even halfway through the year. Just all I'm saying is prepare for war. Okay? Everyone's out here, you're trying to learn how to do TikTok dances. Learn how to make a pipe bomb because we're going to war. Whether it's with the coronavirus or the Clintons or the aliens, which we'll get to in a second, we're going to war either way or with each other. And I hope that a revolution does not get traced back to this podcast and this monologue, but we're going to war, folks. And the life you had before, it's not a thing anymore. We're in the end times. Your life's not going back, okay?
We're in the end game now.
We're in the end game now. You know? The end times don't exist. They're just times. It's just the times now. Okay? This is not a joke. Okay? I was at the supermarket today, and this elderly Asian woman started coughing, and I assaulted her. This isn't a joke. I'm not messing around here. Just prepare for war, guys.
Wow. Okay.
Hey.
that was something though. That really is a turn from our happiness podcast a couple times ago.
Hey, we did the happy podcast. Now it's time for the real podcast. Okay, this is real life. Have you noticed, when was the last time you watched a reality TV show? Long time ago? Me too. You know why? Because you're living in it. You're living. You don't need to watch that, dude. Your life is TV now. Everything is, that saying, there was some slang back in the day, like last year, where people would be like, dude, this is a movie, dog. That party was a movie. Yeah, we are in a movie now. We are in a movie, and it's called 2012, and the world is ending. Okay, so get ready, baby. I'm excited.
It sounds like you're trying to hype us up.
I'm stoked. I've never been more happy in my entire life than right now. It's not boring anymore. My life used to be boring, and now the world is falling apart. We have two presidential candidates. One is talking about injecting yourself with what was it? Like bleach, basically?
Yeah, cleaning chemicals.
Yeah, he's basically saying inject yourself with bleach, and then the other one has dementia. And then whichever one loses is going to end up killing pedophiles, and not in a good way. It's because the pedophiles are about to testify against them. This is real. This is what's happening. This is real life. This isn't a film by Martin Scorsese. This is your life. This is your reality. Look around you.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. Holy cow. I don't know about all that, but
there's UFOs, and nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I could not give one flying crap right now if there's UFOs.
There is UFOs.
Maybe the aliens will be able to help us out then.
The Pentagon
we need some help.
confirmed it. The Pentagon straight up confirmed that there was UFOs. There was videos.
Legit? I did not hear this at all.
Exactly. That's my point. Nobody cares or knows. And you realize we lost Kim Jong-un? This is the craziest thing I've ever. We just lost. It was like he was like a sock. We just were like, oh, where's Kim? I don't know. Lost Kim for a sec.
Should have bought that pack of 3 instead of just one pair.
Yeah, we lost one of the most powerful and terrifying and demented guys. Just misplaced him, and nobody knew if he was alive or dead. He was just. I don't know where he is.
Maybe he lost some weight and then they didn't recognize him and threw him in one of their prison camps or something.
That's racist, I think.
It's racist?
I don't know.
What?
It sounded racist. But do you understand?
I'm just saying they have prison camps in North Korea, so I'm saying
North Korea is a bad place
it
to
is
be.
a very bad place to
But
be.
here's the thing. Kim Jong-un, not that bad of a guy. I'm going to go on record and say that. I would be uneasy if Kim Jong-un was dead. I'm pretty sure they found him. I saw that on Twitter this morning. I don't know if that's real. It's Twitter. That's how bad things are. You can't trust anything you see also. But yeah, because if Kim Jong-un dies, who's to say that the guy that comes up next is not worse?
Mm-hmm.
All he has to do is say, screw it, and just press the red button.
That's true.
We're safe with Kim right now. You understand? We're safe with him.
Who knows how long?
We don't know. We don't know anything.
Yeah, I did see Trump said that he was alive and well, but
yeah, that's good. That's good. I saw something that said he was hunkered down with like 1,000 whores or something. That was the thing that I saw, and good on him, bro. Good on him. But yeah, can we talk? We're gonna talk about UFOs here because that's like a big chunk of the podcast. Because this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, and nobody even cares at all.
I did not hear about this at all.
Yeah. So Rogan, Rogan had talked about this.
At all.
Oh, jeez.
You don't know anything about music theory.
Yo,
like
chill,
me.
bro.
This is perfect.
Oh my goodness. So Rogan had been talking about this for a while. How the Pentagon, dude, I swear I'm gonna lose my mind on the ads here. I'm gonna lose my mind. Rogan had been talking about this video.
What is happening right
I don't
now?
know. My computer's wigging. Rogan had been talking about this video for a while, and it was the Navy filmed it where there were just these unidentified objects flying around and at like crazy speeds. Like it was literally like teleporting almost, and like moving in ways that they confirmed that our government or any government that we know of does not have that technology yet. That's what the Pentagon said.
Wakanda is
Wakanda
real.
for Wakanda forever, bro. That's so. Let's see if I can find what I was gonna read.
What the heck happens when you scroll down?
I-
CNN has a messed up website. If it can't
It's a
even,
bad
like, play
interface.
freaking video.
So it says, let's find where. As I got close to it, it rapidly accelerated to the south and disappeared in less than 2 seconds, said retired U.S. Navy pilot David Ferrer.
What the heck?
This was extremely abrupt, like a ping pong ball bouncing off a wall. Okay, and more ads. And more ads. It would hit and go the other way. Pentagon has previously studied recordings of aerial encounters with unknown objects. Okay, these aircraft, we'll call them aircraft, are displaying characteristics that are not currently within the U.S. inventory nor in any foreign inventory that we are aware of. So that's from your government. They
Wow.
have no idea what that is, and that's unsettling.
And it's literally like not even talked about right now.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But watch the video. I want to see. The video's kind of sick. And you want to hear the Navy guys talk because they're a part of this. Can you get that up? You scoot forward. There we go.
I'm having a little bit of trouble with my headphones here.
And that's all right. We all do. The following video clips were declassified by the Navy on Monday. The Defense Department said the unidentified aerial phenomena. Okay. This is not some conspiracy stuff, bro. This is 100% confirmed by the Pentagon. Authenticity
Dude,
of
that's
the video.
freaking from Star Wars. What the TIE fighter? That's a TIE fighter, dude.
Yeah. That's literally what. Yeah, the Navy guys are just like freaking out.
Freaking Darth Vader, dude.
Yeah, probably.
No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow.
I don't know if it shows it bouncing.
What if this is some big Disney stunt? Like they just literally just made a freaking TIE fighter?
for the new Star Wars films.
No, that doesn't look like a TIE fighter now.
No, it's just like
Now it's the Millennium Falcon.
it's just like nobody even knows. That's crazy though.
Yeah, that's what the frick.
And nobody cares, and that just goes to show you what life is like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 months ago, if this comes out, the world explodes, but the world's already exploded.
We're like in the apocalypse right now, so
Genuinely are in
everybody's
the
in survival
apocalypse.
mode, and nobody cares about a freaking UFO. Like
It's so funny.
cavemen, they would be like, "Oh, UFO, whatever," because they're just like trying to survive off their food. But
Exactly. Dude, oh man. Aliens are coming. Imagine aliens are coming, dude. If the government confirmed that aliens were coming, how insane would our life be? If Trump came on tomorrow and was just like, everybody, I just have to tell you that there are extraterrestrials coming to Earth, you'd just be like, huh?
what if Trump is making a deal with them? Like they give us the vaccine and
Yeah.
we give them Elon Musk.
We give them Kim Jong-un. That's what happened.
Oh, that is what happened.
Dude, the timeline checks out. Trump traded Kim Jong-un for the vaccine.
Oh,
Coronavirus
shoot.
goes down, UFO spotted, Kim Jong-un disappears.
Oh shoot. Okay, that's a theory right there.
That's my conspiracy theory. That's canon right there, bro. That's freaking canon. So, but just like if aliens came to the Earth, how different would our lives be?
They would be very different. I can't remember. There's a movie now that was kind of like that.
E.T.?
No,
Oh.
it's like a newer one. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it just was crazy showing how they all have to survive. And it's not the one I was thinking of, but also like if they ended up being like the ones in, oh my gosh, what is that movie called?
Talene with the movie.
I'm blanking
with the
right now.
movie
Like
Block.
I really am blanking. The one where they can't make any noises.
Where they can't make Quiet Place?
Yeah, A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Imagine if the aliens were like that, dude. We'd be freaking screwed.
I'm more scared. I'm not even scared of aliens like killing me. I'm not scared of a war with aliens at all. What I'm scared of is that they'll come down here and be like way more intellectual than us, which they will be.
Mm-hmm.
Because have you looked around at the human race?
And if you looked at their UFOs.
Yeah, dude, obviously they bounce around like a ping pong.
Mm-hmm.
But have you looked at the human race?
There's not a ton of smart people.
There's zero. Except for Elon Musk. And he talks about anime girls on his Twitter.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to say. And if aliens came to Earth, nobody would care about anything else for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine graduating Harvard, and you'd be like, guys, I just graduated Harvard. I'm about to make like 10 figures a year.
10 figures.
You're telling your family that, and they're just like,
that's like $1 billion.
yeah, that's how impressive he is. And you're telling your family that, and they're just like, all right, have you seen the news? Aliens are here. And he's like, guys, that came out 8 months ago. And they're like, yeah, but aliens are here. Nobody would care.
Dang, yeah, that's true.
That sucks. That would be a garbage situation.
Mm-hmm.
But something I was thinking about when I was thinking about aliens coming to the Earth was there's a couple scenarios they could go. Okay, they could come down and like enslave us, which is what I'm scared of. I'm scared of them just being so much more sophisticated and just enslaving us. If you think about it, we came from monkeys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Evolutionarily, we came from monkeys. So there's gonna be a time where we are not the top dog.
What if it's an evolved form of humans that is coming back in time?
Exactly. Dude, that's a thought.
That is a thought.
And all of this could be real because we don't know anything.
Yeah, and the fact that the Pentagon confirmed that is terrifying, honestly, because they try to cover up every single thing.
Yeah.
So
maybe this
to
is a
confirm
ploy.
that, what other stuff are they covering up?
Yeah. They said it didn't reveal any information. That's what it said in the article. They found that it didn't reveal any sensitive information, so they released it. So what are they hiding then?
Yeah.
That's my question. So aliens could come here and they could enslave us, which is probably most likely. We'll be put in zoos and put on display. That is the most terrifying.
We'll be on display, like, sitting on our couches, like super
Eating
fat,
chips.
watching Netflix and
watching Tiger King, eating bonbons, and then the aliens be like, "Ooh, look at that! It's in its natural habitat. Look at that human." That's always scared the living daylight out. That's like one of my biggest fears, is being enslaved. Like
yeah.
like watching Planet of the Apes, the old ones,
Oh shoot.
where they like
yeah.
have the humans in cages. That freaked me out, and I have like a phobia of it now. Like that's the one thing that I'm terrified of, given that aliens come to the earth. But yeah, if you don't think that we are not gonna be top dog forever, if you don't think that we're not,
Don't think that we are going. No.
if you don't think we're not gonna be top dog,
Or if
then
you think we are going to be top dog.
you're an
forever.
idiot, because it's not true. It's not gonna happen in our lifetimes. Maybe it might happen over time. Because monkeys, wasn't it like just one? I don't know. Some strand of DNA just changed.
I have no clue. Honestly.
That's what I learned in biology, I think, and then it just turned into humans. So that could happen. It could go through just evolution, or it could be AI. AI is terrifying, or it could be aliens, or it could be animals, which we'll get to in just a second. But
Could be animal. Oh man.
it could be animals, bro. But so aliens come here and enslave us. That's most likely option and the most terrifying option for me. Second option, is they come here and it's like they're chill. Like most of them are chill with us, but then you already know there's gonna be some crazy rednecks that are like alien racists. Dude, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, there would be. Oh my gosh.
When the aliens come down, it's going to be like, you can't come into my store, you freak. And it's going to be like the Civil War all over again. And there's also going to be alien supremacists that are like, kill all the humans. And it's real. Like, that's going to happen because people have done it.
But if they're smarter than people, they might not do that.
But
They
if
might just kill us all.
they could kill us all, which is, I don't know. It's a decent outcome. I wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if we had a cleanse. The boomers, I've tried to refrain from talking about the boomers, but this lady in the drive-thru in front of me today fell asleep
Fell asleep
in
the
her
drive-thru.
car while she was driving. She was in the driver's seat and she fell asleep because she's old. And so when the person in front of her drove up, I couldn't go, and there was people behind me, and the boomer was just sleeping for a solid 3 minutes, I would say, before.
Did you honk at her?
No, I didn't have the guts. But what I'm saying is the human race could use a cleanse, and I'm not trying to be cynical. I'm being honest. We could stand to lose a few pounds in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're overweight. I'm not saying we're fat. We
Isn't
could
like
stand to
60%
lose
of
a few
the
pounds.
U.S. obese or something or overweight?
This is a metaphor. I'm not saying that the earth is fat, but we could stand to lose a couple pounds. You know what I mean? We could stand to go down a size. That's all I'm
Isn't
saying.
the coronavirus already doing that for us though?
Not efficiently enough. No.
So that's what the aliens are here for. then.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I hope. So yeah, just think about alien racists. I think that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Alien, like just white guys down in the South, and they're like, "Nah, you can't come into this bar, you slimy scum."
What?
And there's gonna be like signs everywhere that'll be like, "No aliens," and it'll be like an alien with tentacles, and they're not even gonna look anything like that. But we're gonna be so ignorant that we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
They'll
then,
probably just be like a slightly green version of humans.
where
Just
did
like-
that come from?
I don't know, but what if they literally just looked exactly like humans, but like their skin was literally just like a tiny, tiny bit greener or something?
That's what I'm
like that?
thinking. But where did this? Here's a weird thought. Where did, first of all, the caricatures for aliens come from, and then the character, like the idea of superheroes? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Because like it had to have come from somewhere. Do you think somebody just imagined it?
Probably. I mean, there's probably always like the story of the hero and stuff and other.
But with
Things,
superpowers, what if it used to be a thing? What if that actually came from somewhere? You know?
Shoot.
That's what I'm thinking.
Area 51, dude.
Area 50. What if somebody, I don't know. But I just am curious as to where we get these depictions of things that nobody's really ever seen, that are quote unquote not real, you know? Where we get these depictions, how do we even, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a weird thought, okay? It's a very strange thought. So yeah, the aliens, man. That's a weird. We got to prepare for war. That's all I'm saying. Hunker down. Learn how to man a hunting knife and a rifle. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to learn how to man like a bazooka.
That's
Just
pretty cool, though.
That would be cool. If you have one, bring it to the party when the aliens come, obviously, and then we'll figure out a place for you. But so yeah, just get ready for that, because I mean it's coming.
At some point, yeah.
And I'm sorry that this is not to be doomy and gloomy. Okay?
But we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die, and we shouldn't be excited for it, but we should be content with it. We're all gonna die, and we should be okay with that, and with just a little bit of slightly longing for it. That's a healthy society.
Slightly longing for it.
That's
so,
a healthy society.
So you're saying like a suicidal society?
Almost. Like we kind of want to die. And like if the aliens
Honestly,
come,
I kind of feel like society's like that right
exactly, dude. Everyone. We're all just waiting to die. That's a weird thing. We're all just waiting to die. We're all waiting until our lungs stop and our heart goes. We're just waiting for it. And we're doing things in between, like getting a job and like raising a family, but we're all just waiting to die.
I have to take.
So share this podcast with your friends. Our viewership has grown tremendously. We passed last month's goal, and I was very excited about that.
That was crazy. I can't believe that. That was freaking awesome.
It's more than doubled every single month. So let's get it. I want to see if we can double it this month from last month.
Dude, that would be insane. Holy cow.
Listen, guys, here's the thing you got to understand about this podcast. I am going to keep doing this into college, but I don't know. I have to, you got to like tell your friends about this podcast. And you got to get people on the train, because if I can't make money from this in the future, I can't do it.
He's going to be living on the streets.
Exactly.
Just like he's going to be doing a live podcast to everybody on the street.
Exactly. Begging for money and, doing guitar with my shirt off. I've got to learn how to play guitar.
I actually really want to learn how to play guitar.
But I don't have the time. I got other stuff I got to do. I got to make bangers, man. Bangers, dude. So here's the thing. Share this podcast. If you like the podcast, share it with 5 friends and tell them to share it with 5 friends.
And tell them to share it with 5 friends.
It just becomes a pyramid scheme. Tell 5 friends to sign up for the Patreon, and you will be awarded general. And then if those 5 friends, you got to get 5 friends, and you will be awarded to general. Oh, what does general mean? It means
you have a fancy title.
Yeah, dude, people do that though.
I know.
People fall for that, and it's hilarious. But seriously, help us, because we all we can do is this. You gotta help us though. You gotta help us out. You're on the ground, dude. You're the groundman. You're with the gun, and you're going ba-da-da-da, ba-da. Listen to the podcast. Ba-da-da-da. Listen to the Brock and Dust podcast. Bow. That's you. We're up in the sky. We can't do that much. We're flying the copters, dude. We're flying the copters. So animals are taking over the world, and that's not an understatement, and I'll prove it right here. So since coronavirus, we've all been staying inside, and the environment has just been flourishing.
Oh yeah, it's great stuff right now.
Which is good. It's good that that's happening, but also not better than us working and going to Denny's It's not better than me eating a Grand Slam at Denny's. And that's the truth. I'm sorry, okay? But that's just the truth. So the environment is doing well, and that's fine. Not better than me enjoying like a McDonald's smoothie in the parking lot while I cry
McDonald's smoothie.
in the
You can
parking
still get
lot.
a McDonald's smoothie right now.
Yeah, but it's not the same because there's sirens going off.
There's never sirens in this town.
That's
we have,
so annoying. Die an hour earlier so we can record this. What if that's Kim Jong-un? What if they're going to get Kim Jong-un? That's
That
crazy.
would be pretty dope. I don't know why Kim Jong-un would be in Utah, but
I hope he becomes the governor of our state.
we need a new governor of our state.
I would take Kim Jong-un as our governor any day of the week. But whatever. So the animals, they're chilling, bro. They're straight kangaroos in the streets. There's legitimately what did I write down? There's boars and cougars roaming streets in like Brazil.
What?
There's literal cougars, dude, and they're climbing on buildings. And then I saw one where there's this kangaroo and like there's like all these fish that we've never seen before. But like I just gotta pull up this.
What are we doing? We're like making the animals like insane now.
They're gonna realize that life is better without us, and they're going to just kill us all, which they can. A cougar could kill 4 people in like 10 seconds, easy.
And half of the organisms in the world are insects, so
For reals?
yeah.
Insects are what scares me, dude.
They terrify me.
And not just because they're icky, which they are, and
Because they're tiny.
they're small, and like just imagine if like the insects were just like sent out a radio wave and were just like, yeah, let's kill everyone instead of having them kill us.
That would be so easy for them to do.
They could. They'd just be like, "Burr, burr, 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 burr," and then all the bees would just, and then we'd be done. And that's whatever.
Unless you had a bee suit.
Unless you have a
That'd be
bee
fine.
suit. I'm straight up bleeding out of my arm. That's a
What the
bug
frick?
bite, by the way. That's straight up a bug bite. I don't know what bug bit me, but I'm probably gonna die soon. And
Like-
it's okay.
You're just bleeding.
I'm bleeding out of my arm.
Oh my god.
So yeah, dolphins are coming closer. Look, there's some boars walking down the street. Looks like the
Dang.
friggin' Lion King, bro.
It does.
They're trying to sing
That
Hakuna
looks like
Matata
that's CGI.
next to the Toyota Corolla. Yeah, that literally looks like a bad Geico commercial.
It really does.
And then there's all these birds, fluttering around, little golfers. Yeah, there's that cougar, just jumping. Santiago, Chile. Wild stuff,
Dang,
dude.
bro. Yeah,
I'm
it is.
scared for my life, and you should be too. We're gonna get you guys all depressed in this episode, and then at the very end, we're just gonna pull it right back to positivity. Watch it happen. It's gonna. Watch it. So, do you need to leave?
I might actually.
Talene's got to go
Crap.
campaign, dude. He's running
Yeah.
an important campaign.
Yeah, I'm running for student body president. So any Enterprise high schoolers out here watching this, if the vote hasn't happened,
Hey.
vote Dawson. for
Listen to
president.
me right now. I'm giving you my endorsement. Talene for president 2020 to 2021.
Thanks, bro.
And if you don't vote for him, at least tell 5 friends about the podcast.
And tell 5 friends to vote for me.
Yeah, do that. And also tell 5 friends about the podcast and vote for him. But if you don't, still tell 5 friends about the podcast, okay? All right.
All right.
Okay, Talene has left the building, and it's up to me to try and salvage the rest of this show. So yeah, with Kim Jong-un, dude, it's just how funny is it that we lost like one of the most important, not important necessarily, but one of the like most influential people and scary dudes. He scares me. As funny looking as he is, and not because he's Asian, he freaks me out. There's a vibe about him. And he fed his family to hungry dogs. So that's that. Did we just forget about that? Did we just forget? Just forget about the dogs? And we're just like, oh, we just lost Kim. Don't know where he is. Misplaced him for a sec. Oopsie. We have so much technology you would think that we could, like, oh, I'm going to turn Tlean's mic off. I actually have no idea which one is his. Let's try this. Okay, my mic's still on. We have so much technology that you would think we could figure out where Kim is, but he just disappeared off of the face of the earth. But yeah. I mean, like, who cares where he is? You know? Like, I know, but, like, leave him alone. People were saying he was at a resort. As long as he's not sending off nukes to the United States, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Whatever, Kim. Do you, Kim. Kim, do you, man. If you want to go to a resort with 1,000 whores or whatever you did, that's great. You have the power to do that, so do it. Oh, this is dumb. This is a dumb video. I'm not even going to show it. Snake story. Okay, so this is where we get into the positive stuff. I'm just gonna kind of chill for the rest of the episode and just like tell you about my life. So a while ago, I was hiking with my buddy Brecken, and we were in this place called Pine Valley, and we were walking on this. It was a paved trail, and we were goofing off, and he literally almost stepped on a rattlesnake. Luckily, my heroic self just pulled him away from the snake. But I was like looking down at the side of the road, and I thought it was a stick, and I saw the rattle come up, and then I saw his head come up like this, and I was like, nah, it's not. Don't think that's a stick. And it started going, and it literally opened its fangs. Its jaws were gaping, and it was this far away from Brecken's leg, and I just grabbed him, and we ran backwards for some reason. So the snake was on the path, and we had to figure out a way to get past it. But so, dude, I've been like, that was the first time I ever really had an encounter with a snake that was scary. We saw a snake that summer. It was like a huge blow snake, but it didn't really do anything. But that was a rattlesnake, and rattlesnakes those things are scary buggers, dude. So we saw the snake, and it freaked us out, and that was traumatic. And so I'm on a hike, like Tuesday. I was on a hike on Tuesday, just chilling by myself, and I had my headphones in. I was listening to Arizona Baby by Kevin Abstract. Great album for the summer. Go check it out. So I had both my AirPods in, and the noise cancel was on, and I was just walking, looking at the ground, because I roll my ankles quite a bit because I'm uncoordinated and fat. And so I was walking, just like looking for rocks and ruts, and I literally almost stepped on the snake that was crossing the path. And it's been winter, like it's starting to become spring right now in our town. It's starting to transition from like, there's not really a spring. It's mostly like winter, and then the worst weather imaginable. It's like cold wind, disgusting, terrible place. And then it goes into like 80s, nice. So it's transitioning. So I haven't seen a snake in a long time, and it freaked me the frick out, dude. I saw that, and I almost stepped on it, and I was like, oh, I was taken aback. I was like, I forgot snakes existed. And so I walked back a couple paces and just let him pass. I just let him go on the road, and then I just kept hiking. But then the rest of the hike, I was like I was on edge, you could say. I was scared that I was going to see another snake, and maybe it would be like a rattlesnake. And I never have been scared of that kind of stuff until we almost died. But so I was scared on the hike. But let me give you some context. Before the hike, it was like one of those days where I was just like, man, I'm just not feeling it. And so I was just like, when that happens, like when I'm bored and like there's nothing really to do, I just get super down, not depressed, but like I just get super sad and just feel like, eh. And so I've been going on hikes or like runs or drives, I guess, just because it makes me feel a lot better. So I was going on a hike. It was one of those days, and I was like, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to pop some earbuds in, listen to some summery albums, hike to the top of this mountain, just chill, look out on the valley. So I was like super excited about it. And then I saw that snake, and then the rest of the time when I was walking on the trail, I just felt like this, I was just on edge. I was just antsy, just like scared that I was going to see another snake. And then it made me think, this is going to sound super dumb, but it made me think about life and how things can like scare us and get in the way. I was thinking about turning back. I was like, I may as well just go back because I don't want to like die. I don't want to see another snake and die. And so it made me think about life and how sometimes we have goals and there are going to be things that get in the way of those, or like obstacles or things that scare us that get in the way of the goals. In this instance, it was like I was going to get to the mountain and the top of the mountain and look out at the valley and listen to jams. And so that was my goal. And then the snake was the obstacle. And it just the fear after seeing that was like just really weird. And so I related it to life. I've been relating things to life a lot for some reason. I think I'm going through a midlife crisis, but so yeah, the snake. So there's going to be snakes in our lives, and this sounds corny, okay? There's going to be snakes in our lives, though. There's going to be obstacles, and there's going to be things that scare us and things that we're not really sure of, just things that are going to try and get in the way of our goals. Like with me, my goal is I want to not just make this podcast successful, but I want to create things, you know? I've been making beats, and I'm not good at making beats, but I've just been trying to do different stuff. I want to do music and clothes and podcasts and videos and movies. All of that stuff intrigues me greatly. So I want to do that. That is my overall goal in my life. And there's a billion obstacles that are in the way of that. And I have to turn this on. I have to turn this on, this entertaining. I mean, I don't know if it's entertaining, but some people think it is. I have to try. I have to try to be entertaining when I do the podcast. I can't just because I just got done with a 10-hour straight shift, and I was dead tired. When I was leaving work, I was sleepy, and I was putting pre-workout in this bottle, and I screwed this bottle onto the pre-workout jar, and I was screwing for literally a minute before I realized that's not the lid. I was dead tired. And then I drank some of this stuff and turned it on, and now I'm here. But it doesn't have anything to do with what I'm trying to say here. We need to lean on this podcast desperately because I have no idea what I'm saying. There's going to be snakes in your life, and you got to figure out ways to overcome the snakes and stop worrying about them and just defeat them, basically. You know, so halfway through the hike, I was just like, screw it. I'm not letting it ruin the hike for me. And I just pressed on, and I made it to the top, took a couple videos of me sitting there, and then walked back down. But we just can't let things scare us and get in the way of our goals and things we want to achieve, you know? That's just something I was thinking about when that happened, and I don't know why. But, yeah, that was a thing. So don't recognize the snakes in your life and figure out how to overcome those. There's your motivation. And now we're gonna talk about living in the now. So my birthday was yesterday, and I turned 17. And dude, the thing about birthdays is when you're older, you don't care about getting presents or anything. You don't care about eating cake or getting presents. Sorry. You don't care about that kind of stuff. The one thing you care about, for me at least, I don't know if I'm just like a sociopath, is like how many people are going to post about me on my birthday. How many people are going to wish me a happy birthday, you know? How many people, like, it's kind of like a gauge of how much clout you got over the past year. And so that's all I think about on my birthdays. But anyways, that's beside the point. So it was my birthday yesterday, and I turned 17, And I've just like, I feel like time's going by really, really fast. And it's very weird. And I know most of you feel the same way. Like I was in 8th grade. I remember being in 7th or 8th grade just thinking about senior year. And I was like, that's so far away. And now it's it's here. Like after the summer, I'm going to be a senior, and then I'm going to graduate and then go on with my life, which is fine. I'm excited for it. As long as this podcast can like work, it's fine. But it's just weird. It's weird to think about. I remember feelings that I had in the past, and I don't know if everybody does, but I definitely do. Like I can recall what I felt and what I was thinking at a certain time and a certain place in my life. And it's I just remember thinking that was so far away, and now it's already here. So time's moving very fast, which is it's a dumb trope at this point. Everybody knows, life moves pretty fast, the Ferris Bueller quote. But it really is. You don't really realize it until you're older. But here's the thing. We got to stop living in the past and the future. Those are two places we cannot live. We got to live in right now. We have to live our lives, because we can spend our whole lives thinking about our childhood, and it's fine to remember, like, your childhood and nostalgic things and just go back to those times, but we can't live in it, and we can't long for it, because that was the past and it already happened. So we can't want to go back. It's done. And the memories are what we have, and that's great, but it's done, and we can't go back. And with the future, you should have goals, and you should have dreams, because that's how you get through life. That's how you achieve things. But we can't live. I find myself living in the future, like in my head. During the day, I'm just living in the future in my head, like how I want things to work out. And the thing is, they're never going to work out like that. The things that you think about in your head, it's never going to happen like that. It might happen similar to that. The things, your goals and dreams might be similar, but the exact scenarios in your head, we all do it, I think. I'm not in your guys' head. Those scenarios are not going to happen exactly the way you want. So you're wasting your time doing that. You should be thinking ahead. That's not what I'm saying. But you can't be like, yeah, I'm going to be happy when I do this. I'm going to succeed when I move out, when I get this certain thing. I don't know, whatever it is. When I go to college, I'm really going to find myself and find my happiness. And you can't do that because you're not in college yet. You might be, and you might be like past college, but I'm saying for the sake of the argument, say you're a high school kid and you're like, when I move out and I go to college, then I'll really put my life together and I'll really get things in order. You can't do that. You're not in college. You're not there. You are where you are. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said, but you are where you are. You're here now. Wherever you are watching this, wherever you're listening to this at, whatever you're doing, you are there at that moment. And there's something really special about that. Like, you are living, and you got to do things right now. We can't wait for things, and we can't long for things. We can't long for the past or the future. We have to live right now in the moment, because it's gonna be gone. It's gonna leave. You're gonna be older. You're gonna have to start your life, basically. And if you've started your life, I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of adults don't watch my podcast. It's mostly for teenagers, but you gotta live right now. Like the friends that you have right now and the people that are around you right now, those are the people that are around you right now. So don't take advantage of them, but take advantage of them. Do you know what I mean? like love them, because they're in your life now. You can't, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. The future is not real, It's not a real thing. The future doesn't exist. The past kind of does, not really. The only thing that exists right now is right now. That's the only thing that's real. The future, you could make things real, but it's non-existent. Time doesn't exist. That's I don't know. That sounds super way more deep than it needed to be, but just a lot of the times we just think about my life's going to be better when this happens. And it's something like it's something I did a lot and I continue to do. Like in August, I was 195 pounds and I had braces on and I was super insecure. And I was like, when I get skinny, when I get fit, and when I get my braces off, I'll have total confidence and I'll be just happy. And I have both of those things somewhat. I'm not like super jacked, but I'm toned and I have my braces off, which was a really big thing. I don't know if anybody else cares, but it's like braces just, I don't know. It made me feel inferior to have those. It was very strange. But I was really insecure about that kind of stuff. And so for that 10 months, I don't know how to count, but for that period of time, I would just kept saying, I'll be happier when these things work out for me and people start to notice me. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought I would be happier. And then I got those things and I feel the exact same. But it's like we have to, I was talking to somebody about this last night, and I'm not going to disclose their information because I don't need to, but they were asking me about weight loss, my secrets, which I'm not going to try and sound like some expert on physical health because I'm not. But I was just saying there really is no secrets. And I was telling them that they can't try to do this to change their body. Like I told them if they think they're going to be happier as being skinnier, I told them it's not going to happen because I thought that same thing. And it doesn't. You have to figure out excuse me. You have to figure out how to be comfortable and happy with yourself no matter what. That's how you just be happy with what you are. And you can change yourself. If you want to improve your health, that's fine. If you want to improve something in your life, that's good. You should want to. You should never be this is going to sound so contradictory, but I don't know what other way to put it. You shouldn't be content with your life necessarily, but you should be comfortable and you should be happy with you, no matter what state you're in. If you're overweight, you should be happy with yourself, but also you should strive to be better. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to do things because you think it's going to make you happy, it doesn't work like that. There are not things things can't make you happy, and situations can't make you happy. People can't make you happy necessarily. It's all dependent on you, it's all dependent on your brain and what you tell yourself about yourself. There's some in sociology we talked about it's like the self, like the self identity, something like that. Like what you think of yourself and what you think others think of you plays a role in your self-esteem. you gotta figure out how to control that. And I'm not saying that I have it perfectly figured out, because I don't at all. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. We gotta stop longing for things. Really. That's the whole point I'm trying to make with this future thing. We can't long for the future or the past. We just got to live in the moment. You got to be happy with who you are right now, but also don't be content, but be happy with who you are. You should strive to improve yourself always, because nobody's ever perfect, and everyone has things they can work on. But you should be happy knowing that you are improving. I don't know. Just be conscious about this kind of stuff, especially younger. I feel like some younger kids listen to this podcast, especially you, if you're in middle school or like early high school, enjoy that right now. And it sounds corny, and I never really cared for high school, especially freshman and sophomore year. I was like, this is beneath me. I thought I was cool. Can you believe that? I thought I was cool. I was like, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to be some big Hollywood type, and none of this high school experience will even matter to me, because I'll be so successful and so happy doing that. And what I realized, especially because of Corona, dude, this is one of the biggest eye-openers, and I hope we can come back to school next year and be a little more trying to think of the word, a little more grateful for what we have, because I don't know about you guys, but online school, not doing it for me, and it's gonna screw me in the long run when I have to do college classes next year, and I have no idea what I'm doing because I didn't learn the material now. But if you think about the seniors, dude, the class of 2020, they missed out on a lot of stuff. And we always, I mean, we feel like life would be better without school, and life would be better if we just could do whatever we want. But I hope after Corona, this COVID thing, you guys, especially the younger generation, start to understand that what you have is a very special thing. School is very special. I wish we were back in school. I can't stand, and it's because I'm an attention hog, and I haven't seen most of the people, most of my friends. I've seen my tight-knit friend group, but a lot of the people that I consider friends, I have not seen in a very long time, and it's a hard thing. And I like being the center of attention, and when I can't be the center of attention, it ticks me off. But I don't know, man. We just got to be great. We got to look around you. You got to be grateful. Do you understand that you're on the earth and you're living? That should be the ultimate motivation for you to do stuff, is that you're alive and you're breathing and you're conscious, and I don't know, you can do things. I'm not crying. My throat's very scratchy because I haven't had water in 4 hours. But yeah, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, you should just be grateful for being alive. And so with school, you gotta do stuff. For a great number of years, I didn't do things. I didn't go to games. Go to every single sports event you can. I struggled with that for a long time. I didn't go to any sports. And then, I don't know, dude. You gotta go, though. Because people said this to me all the time. They said, it's high school. You'll never get it back. And I would think, I don't want it back. I don't care. I don't care if I ever get it back. I genuinely did not want, I didn't care to remember high school at all. And I didn't care to make memories or do anything of that nature, because like I said, I thought I was going to be a big star and move out of this place and forget this whole world and I didn't care about high school, but now I'm starting to realize, especially after COVID, that we need to go hard. Basically, you got to go hard. I'm gonna be a senior this year, and I'm gonna go to every single sports event. I'm gonna go to every state tournament. I'm gonna support everybody. You know, I'm gonna go to stuff. I'm gonna go to the stupid school events. I'm gonna go to the dumb dances and the dumb movies. You know, I'm gonna do that stuff because I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna look back and wished I did that stuff. And so I'm warning you, future generations, because if COVID happened when I was a senior, and it shut down our school, and then I realized this, that would be terrible. Because really, it's a lesson I needed, kind of. So be grateful for school and the people around you, and go make some memories, dude. Go do, like, I know with COVID it's difficult. We can't do as much, but it's starting to lighten. It's starting to go back. States are starting to lighten the restrictions a little bit, so we could start doing stuff, but yeah, man. I mean, I know listen, when I do like the stuff at the start of the episode where I just talk about like the end of the world, that's all a bit. Like I just trying to be funny, you know. I'm not like an actual cynical person necessarily. I'm just trying to make people laugh, but yeah. Enjoy right now today. That's the title of a Tyler the Creator song. It's the last song on Flower Boy, and it's just an instrumental. It's a really pretty song. But it's called Enjoy Right Now Today. And that's like that. I've never really paid attention to the name of the song, and until I was like writing the outline for this episode. And then I just listened to that song, and I don't know. It's you guys gotta appreciate life, man. You gotta appreciate it, and you gotta take care of yourself, and your friends and family. And you got to make sure that they know that you appreciate them and all that stuff. Because, like, all my friends, I don't plan on going on a mission for the church. And I know that sounds really evil of me, but I got stuff to do. I got this stuff to do. I got dreams I gotta take care of. But all of my friends are going on missions, so I will not see them for 2 years. We have 1 year together, and after that, I will not see them for 2 years. And that's been one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with, knowing that. So, and yeah. So just appreciate the people in your life, really. I'm getting emotional, dude. I'm getting emotional on this podcast. What the freak? I did not plan for it to be like this, dude. Honestly. I thought I was just, dude. It's hard not to, though. Those are your boys. That's my friends are my second family that I tell everything to. That's tough, dude. That's a tough thing. And I know some of you guys are going through the same. The recording stopped while I was freaking crying, but just appreciate the people and your family, because those people are very, very important. And surround yourself with good people, and yeah. I love you guys, so that's great. Thanks for supporting this podcast. It's been crazy. I don't know why I'm so emotional, dude. Am I pregnant? Am I genuinely do I have a child growing inside of me? I have no idea, but I'm very emotional right now. You guys, with the podcast, the monthly downloads on Spotify and Apple Music, it's literally just keeps doubling every month. So, last month I had a goal in mind and we passed it. So that was really great. But this month I really want to. My goal for a year from now is to have 1,000 downloads a month. So we can easily do that, but it's all dependent on you guys sharing this. So literally just share this, share a clip, tell your friends about it, and leave a review and that kind of thing. I really appreciate you guys. You have no idea. I've been having a lot of people tell me that they listen to the podcast and they like it a lot, and some people have been saying that they listen to episodes and actually take away things from it, and that's awesome. A lot of the stuff we say on here is not intelligent or meaningful in any way, but the stuff that is, people are really taking stuff away from that and trying to apply it, and that's really awesome. So that's really my end goal with this. I really just want to, I don't know. My bottom line is I want to make people laugh. Because that's really what I've always been, I don't know, somewhat good at, is just making people laugh, and I don't know. But I also want to help people. I want to take things that I think about, like this being appreciative of things, and the snake story. I want to take things I think about like that and just transfer that knowledge to you guys, just to see if you take anything away from it. And if you don't, that's fine. I get it, but yeah, man. Thanks, guys, for listening to this. Sorry I cried. That's fine. We're getting emotional on the podcast, but help us increase the downloads, because that's the way we're gonna keep this ball rolling. We can't do it forever if we don't make money from it. And I'm not saying we're gonna make money, like I'm not gonna be a billionaire with this podcast. I understand that, but we gotta have it sustain itself. By the time I get to college, like I want to be able to have this podcast sustain itself, you know. So, thanks, guys. You really are awesome. Just share the podcast. Have a great week. Hope you guys are doing great. See you around, guys.